How's it going, everyone? Fabio Fiorentino here with 40 Below Gaming. Tonight I was supposed to be starting a little later and doing some scenery stuff, but I got an email saying one of my packages had arrived, thinking it was the new terrain, but unfortunately it wasn't. So I won't be doing terrain tonight. I am currently going to be putting green rods on a bunch of Necrons, and then I'm going to get into painting some other stuff that I have sitting kind of in limbo right now. Just unfortunate that my terrain didn't come in that I wanted to get working on, but that's alright. Always a project to get done. I've also ordered probably about close to 600 new bases from GW. So I am very excited to say that I will be in fact rebasing all the Necrons behind me. Very excited about that. Still don't know what I'm going to base them with, but I will be rebasing them. 2 seconds. So yeah, I don't know how I'm going to base them yet, but I know I will be basing them. So in any case, so the process with all these warriors is they don't have the rods in. So I'm going to put the rods in, then I need to base coat them, and then take them off these bases. That way I can actually start painting them up to match the rest of my scheme while I wait for my new bases to come in and decide on what color I'm going to do them all. It's very depressing. I'm just thinking about the amount of work it is actually going to be to do all these Necrons, and I'm not going to have a nice time, but that's alright. It's part of the hobby, and I love it. So, just going to dump out a bunch of these green rods. I'm going to start plucking them off their sprues here. This will be like this. I'm actually going to put on some tunes today because this work that I have to do is quite depressing. Mr. Chris Brown, what is going on? Are you hobbying this evening? Chris Brown actually had let me know that he tries to get an hour in a night of painting, of all things. And let me tell you, this is the man who I think hated painting more than me, and actually has a loving, loving wife that assists him with his painting, but now has stepped up his game and has begun to paint all by himself. Alright. Okay. Well, this is probably the most depressing thing I have to do this evening, so I'm going to try and get as much of it done as possible. Clean out this glue cap a little bit. I'm gonna grab a chew candy. Oh, that's nice. I should probably do this. Boom. One down. Look at that. Oh shit. Only that many more to do. Alright. So guys, today is Wednesday. That means there's only a couple days left before the early bird registration ends for the Planes of War GT. So, be sure to, if you plan on going, to grab your ticket early. You won't want to miss out. It's going to be a good time. Oh man, we've got 3 mortals good to go. Just gonna. Man, so many warriors. I honestly don't know why I'm actually doing this many warriors. I very much doubt that I will be needing to do this many, ever run this many warriors. But guess once I have them, I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I think with these ones and those few down there that need to be painted, I think I'm running close to about 100, no, more than 100, definitely more than 100, like 150 warriors. What do we got? 5. I'm gonna try and get like maybe 20 done, and then I'm gonna start painting. What'd you get done today, Marin? In suspense. Marin, what did you do today? Come on. What did you get done? 6, 8, 9. Boom, we're done our first 10. Ooh, that's exciting. Alright. Oh, God. How many we got here? Alright, we got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh man, we got 40 warriors here. Oh shit. I got the base grades, 7 dry. 10 marines, 2 dreads, a lay. Damn! Alright, no need to gloat. God. $3 hours. Damn, must be nice. Marin, you're a guy who should get doing some terrain. Yep. Looks like Marin's been recruited. Oh man, Springs, easy mode. Oh man, I forgot to post all my pictures from yesterday. Drop the ball on that one. That's okay. Priorities. Dude, airbrush is a godsend. Yeah, tomorrow. Tomorrow is... It would make the first layer of gray. Yes. Yes, it would. Man, if you're just doing gray, GW sells gray. It's pretty good. I use it now. It's not bad. Yeah, depends what kind of details, like source lighting, fading, like shadows, stuff like that is all airbrush. But as soon as you get into like hard edge or like dry brush techniques, like you can't, obviously that's not something you can apply with a dry brush, or an airbrush, pardon me. But yeah, today's Wednesday, which means tomorrow is the Dusty Auspex. So if you're hanging around not doing much, I strongly recommend tuning in to the Dusty Auspex. It's going to be a good time. It always is. Lots happening. Mr. Justin Carter, or Juice, how are you doing this evening? Boom. See the light, gentlemen. We're gonna get probably 3 more done after this guy. So we'll have 2 new squads ready to be base coated. And actually, you know, I might do. Ah, nice. Getting some more games in, man. You guys are crazy. I envy you guys sometimes. I don't know how you do it. I'd love to be gaming all the time. 3, 5, 3. Oh yeah. Thought I miscounted for a second there. Painting drones, Juice. That's fun. Adios, Marin. Always a pleasure. Always a hootski. I also have a game this Saturday. I'm playing good old Ryan Block. We keep trying to get a game in, and for some reason nothing ever works out. But this time we've got a game lined up for Saturday morning after the Manchester United game. Very excited. Should be a good one. Ryan plays typically different flavors of Marines, usually salamanders. I, on the other hand, never play Imperial armies, so I will be playing the Necrons naturally. I'm going to try and switch up some units a little bit, do some shock and awe with them. Hopefully won't see it coming, which is usually what I like to do. Throw my opponents off their game. If I can. Get another one of these chews in my mouth. These are freaking delicious. Where's my water? That's important too. Stay hydrated. Don't want to cramp up. That's nice. All right. I don't know how well you guys can hear it, but the music has been all over this place already, and that's all right. Set it so I'm going to be painting for just over an hour and a bit, or hobbying for just over an hour and a bit. So it put a playlist together. So we're going to see. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. Oh, good. This warrior doesn't have a head. That's exciting. I'll have to find a head. Oh, just 6. Pff, get on my level. Last rod for now. We're gonna get some other models up here and start painting. Very excited. So yeah, for those of you just joining, we had a little mix-up. My package that came in from Purelator was not my terrain, so I will not be painting terrain tonight. Oh, I know, very depressing. So I am. Ah, nice. How many points? What armies you guys playing? Come on, spill the details. Charles, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Just put the rest of these rods away. What the heck? That one looks like it's a miscast. That's cool. Get out of it. Ooh, went from trance to, I want to say R&B? Rap? I don't know. So many. I know. I was just saying I have, after this batch of warriors, I have about 100 to 150 ready to go. But I have to now rebase my entire army. I just bought new bases today, ordered them. So I have like close to 600 bases coming in for my whole army. So I'm going to have to slice everything off and rebase it. So I'm a little paranoid, but it's going to be awesome because my army, I really feel, needs a fresh basing, some fresh basing done to them. So I'm very excited about that. All right, let's get some of this other stuff out of the way because we got a lot of painting now to do. I haven't decided on exactly what I'm going to paint today. I think I'm going to get this. That's why this thing's so crooked. That's okay. I've got 4 mono. I think I'm going to do I'm going to get these 2 spiders done. I got 5 barges to do. Kind of want to do them, get them off the table. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think it's that time. I think the grenade is gonna come out and get painted up too. What I do want to do though is I'm gonna be still testing out this Rust application I was trying yesterday. Oop. Losing bits. That's okay. So instead of just going with Rise of Rust as my only dry application, I think I'm going to try. I got 6 jobs. I don't care. Oh, that's a layer. That's not what I need. I think I'm going to go with Underhive Ash. This Hexos color. It's kind of like... No, it's too bright. Too bright. Maybe Nurgling Green? Yeah, maybe those 2. So those 2 are going to be those 2 are going to go underneath my Rise of Rust, wherever it is. It's probably on my painting table because I use it so frequently. That and my Necron compound. Bum bum bum. Yep, I'm gonna go with that. Alright. So the color palette is set. Okay, let's get the rest of these colors up here. Oh, that's nice. It's a fresh Rise of Rust. Excuse me. Okay, so we got those. Start with this. We apply these. Here, this. Apply those, and then apply this. So this is the formation. Okay, so let's get what I need out. Whoa, there's a wobbly camera. Boom. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start with a spider here, and the reason I'm doing that is because I want to really test this out. So I'm actually going to be a little more wasteful at the start here, and go through all my steps with one spider before. Oops, that is not what I need. Okay, let's get rid of that. All right, just clean this foam up. So first is the Necron compound. What do we got here? Ugh. This worries me that my Necron compound is low, but we definitely can make it work. Definitely can make it work. So what I'm doing right now is my first coat, which is a light application over my primer color, using the Necron compound. I want this army to obviously look rusty, but at the same time, I wonder if this. Nope, he has. I want the silver to still kind of come through, because at one point they were all shiny. So when you look at the models, you'll see a sheen through all the rust. Although unfortunate that this model's already put together, because what I use to apply my dry layers is a sponge, and a sponge does not get in these crevices very well. So we're going to see how this works. I might have to resort back to a stipple brush. If it doesn't work well, but we'll give it a go. See what happens here. There's always a solution. So I don't know if you guys can see, but you kind of see a little bit of sheen to the model. And I'm not hitting everywhere as well, because certain spots are actually going to be airbrushed with my object source lighting. So kind of filling up, wasting time on certain areas is kind of counterproductive. Now sometimes there are areas that, are close enough to the object source lighting that you still want to paint. That way, if the airbrush or whatever you're using to get your source lighting in there doesn't get all, kind of has a little bit of the paint colors shining through versus just the base coat, which then makes your, I don't know, I feel like obviously the model looks incomplete. But yeah. So that looks good enough for the compound. Step 1 is done. Okay, so I actually saw a really cool well, not really cool, but a neat way to apply the typhus corrosion. It's different than how I've been doing it, so I'm going to give it a go. It's probably going to make a little bit of a mess here. So all you're doing is literally doing this to your brush, and it spatters, yeah, so just like this nice little strokes, and it actually spatters the paint that's on your brush onto the model. So you actually don't see any brush marks or anything, which is kind of cool. So I'm just trying to get off as much excess as possible. Oh, shit! Well, there's some on the wall already. Nailed it. So you're just gonna... Well, I've painted my finger, but the models doesn't seem to have much. Wonder if I need a stiffer brush or something. Let's try this one more time. There you go. Yeah. No, that application is not a toothbrush. Ooh, interesting. Boom, be right back. Getting a toothbrush. So it is a stiffer bristle application. Let's try this. All right. Got an one of my old toothbrushes. Well, my last toothbrush. Switch them out every month, but I guess like that is probably going to be how it's gonna. Okay. Did I spray myself? No. Thought I sprayed myself. Neat. All right. It's kind of working. So you can kind of see it's getting dirty, but oh, and one of the legs has detached, which actually works out well. Gonna be honest, not a fan of how that's working out. I'm wasting a lot more than I'm gaining out of that. So I'm gonna go back to my playing with the sponge. Bust it open, let me see you get loose. Alright, so we've kind of applied this. Let's give it a second. Oh, I see I've sprayed everywhere but my model with that other technique. That's kind of fun. Okay, typhus corrosion is complete. I just rip off the little bits of foam that have rise of rust on, or typhus corrosion on them. Alright, next up. Oh shit. So next, I think we're going to go with the Underhive Ash, because it's the lightest of the colors, and the idea here is not to be too bright. So we're just adding a layer of it to the sponge. And then gotta apply a little more. Oh man. All right. So there is that. Next. Oh, no, missed this one claw that fell off, so we're going to apply some to it. Boom. Oh, Martin, Errol, what's going on? I am currently in the process of testing another way to build up my Necron color scheme. So now I just apply another layer, trying not to cover too much of what I've already done. That is the job for the last okay. So now hopefully the idea here is that most of this color will hide behind the Rise of Rust, but at the same time what does show through just gives a little more see what we got here. So I'm not switching out the whatchamacallit, the sponge. I usually tear off a layer before applying, but because these are all colors I'm using and it's just a build-up, it shouldn't be a big deal. Is correct. It is not. I'm nervous. I don't know how this is gonna come out, but and I don't like how this model's already together. I usually don't. I usually do all my painting before assembling my model, so there's not gaps and stuff. So we'll see how this kind of comes out, but kind of holding my breath, or sorry, I'm not holding my breath. So the real there's a thick spot of orange there. That's kind of shitty, but that's okay. So it actually came out all right. Like on the flat surface, maybe I need to do a little more actually now that I look at it. So I don't know if you guys can see, but when you look at it, it's not all just heavy orange now. It's kind of got some other color in there, which is nice. But yeah, like I said, the model's put together so I can't get in all the spots, which is kind of shitty. But overall, I think I'm okay with this. So going forward, I think is what I'm going to do for my models. It's a few extra steps, but so you can see, let's get another one out here to compare. So you've got, this is how I've been doing them. You know, nothing crazy, just a couple colors in there. Or there's, you know what I mean, like, I don't know if the camera really does the best justice, but just gives that extra layer, I think, or at least I feel it does, which I like. But yeah, so that's cool. I'm gonna go with that. I think I found the new way to do this. Which I'm excited about. So my new process is Necron compound, typhus corrosion, underhive ash, nurgling green, and then Ryza rust. So that's pretty spicy. Cool. So I'm actually gonna hop not to the other spider right now because I really don't feel like doing another little model like that. However, ooh, this one's thing is broken. That's not cool. All right, I'll put it over there. I'm gonna do Big Bertha here, which is just a monstrosity. I don't know how I want to attack this. It's all assembled, which again, pet peeve, no bueno. We're just gonna hit it and quit it. See what happens. There's only one way to figure this out: trial by fire. So let's wash this brush off again, because we're going into back into dry brush mode. Ooh. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna lift this up because we are got this. Oh, there's my Captain Morgan's pirate hat. Boom, baby. Whoop, whoop. All right, here it is. So let's note the Necron compound. No, that brush is too wet. So I'm just trying to get a little bit of a dry brush and silver over this whole model. There'll be a lot of source lighting going on this bad boy, let me tell you, which is going to be super cool. I'm very excited about that, actually. I've been watching some tutorials on how to do some better OSL, so I'm very excited about that. More rather excited about trying to apply. Yeah, it's as big as my, yeah, pretty close to the big as my head. You should see the one that's, I haven't opened one. I'm down in my case, and it's you know, it's obviously like huge, so it's pretty sweet. So yeah, I'm just trying to get some good coverage with this silver right now with the Necron compound. But at the end of the day, I just want it. It's really the bottom layer. The sheen doesn't really come through too much. The idea is they're supposed to be Necrony, rusty. Nailed it. Do you have an army yet, Robert? Or are you just starting? Well, I'm sure there's got to be something. You want to start 40k, so there's got to be some army that really interests you. Rob, any specific army that interests you? Talix goes like, yeah. Tal's definitely a neat one. They remind me of like Zoids and Gundams and stuff like that. Definitely a reason that it got my attention, for sure. I got my 5-man tier. Check this out, Rob. Got on my shelves here. I got all my Necrons, but then I got my one little shelf of Tau. But yeah, they're pretty bad. Oops. Yeah, they're pretty badass. Love them. Just because I was a really big fan of like Zoids and, like I said, Gundams and stuff like that growing up. So, but yeah, I'm a Xenos guy for life. Like, screw the Imperium. They all suck. Everyone claims there's chapters, but everyone runs Super Friends. So, they're all a bunch of hypocrites. No, I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. You just gotta pick what you like. So if you like Tau, I mean, definitely go for it. Tau's a sweet army. They have some great combos, obviously, gameplay-wise. Their models can be, you know, gotta put some love into the converting part of them, but with the right clicks on the interweb, you can get some pretty sweet ideas. Oop. But yeah, no, Tau is definitely a cool one. Yeah, 300 is a lot, but if you consider what you're getting, and you go add it up on the Games Workshop page, it's probably going to be more. So, I mean, if you're looking at... Oh, God, oops, just busted that piece off. Cool. Oh, it actually isn't done on properly. That's okay. Good, neat. The nice thing is when little bits break off, I don't mind, because it just goes to my theme, the rust and the decay, the piece, you know, stuff like that. So, okay, so I've got silver on the entire Necron compound on the entire model, but you can kind of see there's some areas I just don't have enough. So I'm just going to go back around one more time. I'm not a Tau player per se, so I don't know if it's worth it, but I believe it's got some, like, obviously some troops. It's got a devilfish It's got some. I think it has some Pathfinders, so I think it's worth it. It's a starter box, right? Like, I would honestly, I think the biggest mistake people make is buy models before they buy codexes. But in your case, given that 8th is about to drop and we really don't know what's going to happen, I don't even know if recommending buying a book right now is really the best, like the optimal thing to do. Especially because, you know, with every edition usually comes like an actual starter box with mini decks and stuff like that. Like, who knows what could even be in that? I mean, it's probably going to be Eldar because they've got a hard-on for Eldar right now. But, or so it seems anyway. But, I don't know. Yeah, like, it's really a crapshoot. I don't think you can go wrong with a starter box. Like, there'll be models that you'll either use or you'll work on, like, you'll learn to paint with them. You know what I mean? Like, there's value in them. So I would definitely wouldn't shy away from the starter box. But on the flip side, I mean, if you really don't know, looking secondhand might not be a bad option. You know, try and get some games in, try and start to learn some what models do and see what you kind of like. Certain models are, you know, really stand and shoot. Some models are more, you know, move and jumping. Some models are high mobility. So, I mean, it's really your play style that you got to figure out. And, I mean, Age of Sigmar, I don't know much about it, but I'm pretty sure some of you can relate in some way. Alright. The Elder stack is so tempting. Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's what I mean. It's just, you're getting a lot. But again, it's up to you, man. Like, the only person that can tell you what to do is you. If you're looking to a good buy, I mean, yeah, going second hand first or going second hand first or buying starter boxes is usually a good bet. But if you know what you're looking for, sometimes it's better to, you know, get what you want. I personally don't like used models because they get positioned wrong, they don't get cleaned properly, a bunch of stuff like that. So I try and avoid them as much as I can. But yeah, I'm just picky that way. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna go through the cycle here. So, as you can see, I'm not doing terrain today. My terrain order did not get in, so I'm back to doing some Necrons. That's what's going on today. We've got early bird registration for POW GT, POW Planes of War GT, ending Friday. So if you want to get in for $60, be sure to get your payments in. $65 gets you the reroll dice as well, and after the Friday, the admission goes up to $70. So you're getting admission and a dice for $5 less than, you know, than registration come April 1st. April 4th, first Tuesday of the month for reset. We got open gaming going on all evening from like 5:45, 5:30 to 10:30. There's a Jets game on. It's our 2-year anniversary at Reset. Wings, adult beverages, vanilla Coke. So lots of stuff going on. So make sure to come out, check that out. Then what else is going on? Yeah, so that's that. Tomorrow is the Dusty Auspex. So definitely, if you're around tomorrow, you're doing some hobbying, be sure to check that out. It's on every week. Paulie, what's going on, man? Haven't seen you around for a little bit. This is an Obelisk. So, yeah, so Dusty Auspex on Thursday. What else we got going on? Dusty Auspex, we got Reset on Tuesday. Plains of War GT is coming up in May, at the end of May. That's what she said. Boom. Yeah. So that's kind of what's going on right now. So I'm gonna get back to it. So now I'm gonna get the Typhus Corrosion out. Gonna start stippling the crap out of this model. Oh, that's a lot. Oops. No. I wanna enjoy the ride. So it is literally just, it's a dab fest. Just trying to cover as much as possible. Shitty part is I can't apply too much to this sponge at a time. Otherwise, it blotches on the model, which is not what I want at all. You know what, I think it's time for a new piece of sponge. So probably, be right back. Gonna grab another sponge piece. So for anyone that's wondering how I do this, pluck foam, the pieces you pluck out double as my painting, dabbing utensil. Oh, Juice, you're so behind. I already got that on lockdown. I got that's what she said in there so fast. And it's documented, so if you don't believe me. Okay, so we're going to get back to dabbing away here. Oh, man. That was for the new sponge? Oh, shoot. Okay, this is not... Oh no! Oh my god, it happened to me. Oh my god, look at this. I always wondered how people spill their pots. Look what I just did. Like, legit just spilt it everywhere. Now it's a race against the clock to get as much of it on my model before it dries. Oh boy. Damn. I always wonder how people spill. This is how. This right here. I've done it. I am the problem now. This is exciting. This is a pivotal moment for me. I've never spilt a pot. Oh, look at this. This is insane. Actually, it's working out not bad. I'm not being as meticulous, which means it doesn't look... Oh, and it's all shaky on you guys. Man, this is need to have like dual-wield sponges. No, because I need to hold the model. Do a flip. No, we're doing all right. We're doing all right, boys. Holy crap. Martin, you been working on anything, or are you just kicking it? Thought you were watching The Rock or something, but I kind of wonder where your allegiance lies. Martin is one of our token Asians. Believe it or not, though, he doesn't play Tau. There's a fun fact for everybody today. And no, I'm not racist. Before anybody says anything, I hate everybody equally. That's a joke. If we can't laugh, then what is the point of living? Watching Gold Rush. Like the show Gold Rush, or is that a movie? Oh no, the movie Gold Rush. Yeah, that was a good movie. I didn't mind that. Martin doesn't play Tau. Get out of my house. Martin, you don't actually play Tau, do you? Because that'd be really funny. Not yet. Now what, are you going to do it just to prove a point? Oh, Marty! Oh man, we're doing pretty good here, but we have a lot of paint still on the table. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. Oh, do I have another big model I can... Not really. Marty, I'm pretty sure everybody has a ghost keel and a riptide. People usually have about 3 riptides, plus or minus. It's usually how we roll. If you don't have an ally that's 3 riptides, you're doing it wrong. This is looking pretty good. Here we go. Oops. Big shake there, sorry. Man, Siri did not a bad job today on the playlist. Kind of feeling these jams. The silver sheen is actually hiding the stippling, so it's hard to see if I've missed anywhere. It's kind of funny. Oh man, that's my favorite question. Actually, I have a battle scribe thing that actually every time I buy new units, I add to it. So bare bones right now, I have a little over 11,000 points. So you can kind of see here. Let's go through. Let's do a quick little show and tell. So there's mixed models there. This is my swarm of wraiths. Some warriors and flyers down there. We've got 4 monoliths there. We got a few annihilation barges. Destroyer cult for days. Spiders, scarabs. Another, that is my scratch void shield generator for the Necrons. I got my Necron Knight. Got more Necrons. We got Tomb Blades, more Tomb Blades, some Warriors. I got 3 of my 6 Ghost Arcs. Bunch of models being assembled. I got 3 spiders. I've got that many barges. I have the Tesseract Vault thing. I have some more flyers, data cards and whatnot, and then I've got my allied Tau. No, just kidding, I've never actually allied in Tau. Then I have all this stuff up here still, so I've got another Ghost Arc there, another 2 Ghost Arcs there, a bunch of other stuff there ready to get built. Yeah, so I've got this stuff over here, and then I've got all those drawers that have more Necrons. So yeah, I've got just over 11,000 points, bare bones, no upgrades. Yeah, so I'm scared to move only because I have to transport these cases, and I don't know what I'm going to do. But yeah, oh man, I totally... Oh man. This typhus... I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with all this corrosion now. I have no models... Oh! What am I doing? Of course I do. What am I talking about? I got monoliths. Got monoliths all over the place. Evan Jackson, you are not a familiar face. Where are you from? What do you play? What's going on? Oh, I didn't put the... I don't have the dry brush on here. Shit. Nope, this can't happen. I'm gonna ruin models now. Not worth it. That sucks. Yeah, I've got nothing dry brush. Winnipeg, don't really play anything. I mostly just paint, but I'm slowly trying to build up so I start getting games in. Hey man, that's how you start. Gotta get models. That's cool. That's cool. Do you go down to GW? Are you have you ever been to Reset? Have you come out at all? Do anything, or are you just literally buy models, get home, paint, kind of thing? And how many and what army do you play? And how many points of it you got so far? Oh my! This is literally, this hurts me to wipe up this much typhus corrosion, but it's got to be done. Sorry for the shaky camera. I am working and filming off one table right now because just the angles and stuff, it works nicely. Okay, so next up is Underhive. So we're gonna rip off this bit of hey guys, make sure to get down to 40 Below Gaming's Facebook page, follow the page, like the page, that way you don't miss out on any events, anything that's going on. We're always posting. If anybody has any questions about things, we're always around. Scott, Kyle, and myself are pretty much on computers at all times, just, you know, fortunate about work and where we are at. So definitely if we can help anybody out with anything, it's always part of our goal to just build the community up. Evan, you holding out on me, bud? Come on, share. Sharing is caring. What army you play? How many points you got? How long you been in the hobby? I got questions for days. Don't be shy. We don't bite. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, I got some pieces. Several armies. Orcs, Thousand Suns, Guitari, Demon. Oh, I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, there we go. Okay, alright. Cool, cool. So what you're saying is you definitely have enough points for little games. 500 points, 1,000 points. You can definitely get some games in. If you ever want to come down to Reset, and you know, maybe have a game or two with myself or anybody else, learn the rules a little bit. Start off super simple, because I know the game can be pretty overwhelming right now. Definitely send a message on the 40 Below Gaming page, or join the Winnipeg War Council page. There's always guys looking for games. There's like vets, new guys, you name it. All we're doing is trying to build the community up. Just basically having people just being able to play wherever, whenever, and just, you know, always having a lot of people available to play games. So yeah, definitely when you're feeling up to it, feel free to come out, or you know, you can meet at Games Workshop or wherever, really. Get a game in. So let me tell you, getting a couple games in really gets the juices going. I was in a little bit of a slump here myself in terms of painting my own models, and then you know, Adepticon came around. We had our Highlander tournament, and just kind of got the juices flowing again. And now I'm in this, getting hyped to get some more hobbying done. So yeah, if you're ever interested in getting a game in, want to, you know, get rolling dice, get some practice in. I mean, granted, 8th is about to drop, so everything's going to change on you, but you think you're getting down to Reset. No, hey, you know what? It doesn't work. The times don't work for everyone, but we did change the second Tuesday to a Sunday, in hopes that it might work better for some folks. The other white meat. But yeah. So definitely don't be shy to pop by and check it out. Get a game in. Just don't play a guy named Kyle. Pro tip. He's gonna kill me for saying that, but don't. His name's Kyle. He's a really nice guy, but as soon as he says psychic dice, you run for the hills. So Sisters of Silence, huh? What about them's got you hooked? Other than they're badass females, but I digress. Who say? At least I did. Nice, nice. Well, if you're not a part of the War Council, Winnipeg War Council, I definitely urge you to go join up. An admin has to accept your request, which is usually me or there's a couple other guys. And obviously, as long as you're in Winnipeg and you play any tabletop board game or tabletop game in Winnipeg, you automatically get accepted. And be sure to post up your figs. Definitely love seeing models. Definitely love seeing people's progress on things. It's definitely helps other people get motivated to start painting and getting their models completed. So, just sent the request. Nice. Boom. Okay, well, when I get to my computer later, I will for sure add you unless if someone else hasn't already. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. Welcome to the council. The nice thing about that is it's it's all guys from Winnipeg. We're all pretty chill. If you have rules questions, if you have painting questions, hobbying questions, some guys have expertise in certain areas, and rather than hold it all in, you can share it and I don't know, helps everybody out. So what was your first hook into 40K? Did you see it somewhere? Did you play with buddies at school? Like, what was the hook? Who else is in the chat? Give a shout out if you're in the chat right now, following along with this. This is actually pretty awesome. The wife is not back yet, so I can continue to paint. I might have to get the airbrush working again for next episode if I get enough stuff ready for the airbrush. But oh, John, who do we got? Who do we got? Juice is in the chat. There's a friend of a friend house in Regina. Actually, had a bunch of Marines. Aha. Juice is still here. Jonathan Epp. John, how is it going? I haven't seen you in a little while either. You've been a quiet guy. Been busy at work. What's been going on? We came here to dance. Saying a whole lot of numbers. Man, I am good. I am good. Can certainly not complain. Hey guys, remember, Reset is happening on April 4th. It's our 2-year anniversary. It's going to be a good time for all. Come down, get some games in, come hang out. There's a Jets game going on. Lots to do. There's Vanilla Coke. Shit! We've also got the Plains of War GT coming up at the end of May, so be sure to get your tickets while they are available. This Friday, the early bird registration ends, so you don't want to miss out on that. This Thursday, we got the Dusty Auspecs. We got Dan and Rory coming at you, spitting jokes. Well, trying anyway. But no, it's gonna be another good show. You know, lots of stuff happening in the world of 40K. They're gonna bring you up to speed and rant about it. Yeah. So don't miss out. Don't miss out. Oh, and Marin's back. Guess who's back? Na-na-na. Back again. Na-na-na. Marin's back. Sorry, I'm just cleaning my brush here. Gonna be shaking like a crazy person. Give clients Friday. Let's go for wine. The wife is messaging. Boom. Apple Watch. Got that done. Oh man, another face I haven't seen in a little while. Jerson, what's going on? Look at everybody. Guys, gotta remind everybody, make sure to like and follow the page. Give a rating if you can. It helps us get out there when people are searching 40K stuff on the web. Helps build the community. People see us. So be sure to like the page. Give us some stars, preferably 5. But hey, you know what? Be good. Give us what you feel is right. You know, make sure to leave some notes. Don't just put the stars, because people want to know why we're good, what we do, stuff like that. Yeah. For those have already given us a rating, we appreciate it. So soon our new website's going to be coming up. Dan and Scott and I have been busting our hump on that. Going to have a new spicy website for everybody soon. Very exciting. Oh god, you know, I just realized this is only the first layer. Blech. Dear Diary, this sucks. Boom. So we got the first layer. Oh, no, the top. Shoot! Popping pills is all we know. Don't go through the front door. Let up at a door. On the Sunday. Jerson, what have you been up to lately? Get any hobbying done? Oh yeah, guys. 40 Below Gaming is also on Instagram and the Twitter. Both handles are 40 Below Gaming. Definitely check us out. Follow, like, tweet at us. Yeah, we are tweeters now. We are also Instagrammers. We don't do Snapchat yet, though. And I don't think we ever will. For God's sakes, I am never going on that Snapchat thing. Those filters, though. Yeah. Steve! Oh, man, Steve, let's go. Steve just got his degree or diploma. Don't know, don't matter. Congratulations, big guy. If you ever see Steve around, make sure to congratulate him. Huge feat for him. Very awesome. Good stuff. Yeah. Let's get rid of that sponge. Boom! That one is done. Alright, what's next? Boom, next color. Next is Nurgling Green. Man, the sponging continues. Oh boy. Boy howdy. So guys, I think I'm going to start doing this a little more frequently, obviously. I might do it at my office. So if anybody is interested, I'm thinking might have little paint nights. So I'll invite a few guys down and, you know, bring your stuff and we'll just kind of sit around, have the camera going, and we'll just kind of chat, shoot the shit, and get some hobbying done. So if anybody's interested in doing that, please private message 40 Below Gaming, and I will make a list, and people will be invited out as nights become available and stuff like that. So that'll be something maybe we'll look at doing in the future. But yeah, so as I said earlier, be sure to get to the page, like the page, follow the page to get instant updates. Always be sure to check our events section, because that is where we, you know, that's where everything that's where the magic happens. So definitely don't want to miss out on anything going on in the community. Pretty pumped. I'm going to be playing a game this Saturday at Games Workshop for the Iron Guts League. I'm going to be playing Ryan Block. Good man, Ryan Block. So that's going to be exciting. Oh man, Little Dicky. This guy is hilarious. If anybody... Boom. So I did that quote pretty quick, because it's kind of that middle tone. Obviously these models definitely need a lot of OSL, so they are definitely not going to be finished, but they're gonna be at a good state. So I'm excited about that. This song is so brutal. you can kind of see it's starting to come together. Gotta get more orange in there, more Rise of Rust. But yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. Bum bum bum. So yeah, guys, remember we've got Open Gaming Tuesday, 2-year anniversary, April 4th. That is the Tuesday. We got Plains of War GT, the early bird registration ending this Friday. So if you want to save some cash, join, have fun, play 5 games. Maybe play some new opponents, play some different armies, stuff like that. That's coming up at the end of May. You've got, whoa, country. Wow, that was a weird switch. Cool. Oh, Siri. Yeah, end of May, Plains of War GT. We've also got this and every Thursday we have the podcast, the Dusty Auspex, coming at you at Reset Interactive Ultra Lounge. No need to show up. It is on Twitch, so be sure to follow 40 Below Gaming, because that will be up on there as well. So don't want to miss out on that. Our new website's going to be popping up soon, so be sure to watch out for that. We're also on Twitter and the Instagram. 40 Below Gaming, both handles. So definitely don't want to miss out. If you're going to be posting anything anywhere, definitely tag us on it. Definitely shout out. We will definitely follow you back. Especially if it's cool images of what you're painting, building, stuff like that. I'll be all over that stuff. Homeboy. Boom, 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 boom. This is actually coming out quite nice. I'm actually quite pleased with the results so far. Got lots to do still, but hey, you know what? Baby steps. Gonna add this bad boy to the pile. It's actually staring at this model for quite some time and worried about getting it done. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta let her buck and get out there and give 110% before they call home. So yeah. So it stands right now. We have all our dabbing techniques together on this bad boy. We literally have object source lighting, a little bit of highlight, a touch of wash, and this gem right here is going to be good to go. But yeah, you can kind of see it's just like you get the sheen, see some of the rust, you see some of the greens. Man, I like that. I think maybe a little too much of worrying about the green a little bit, but all in all, I think I like that. I think I like the way that looks. Makes me feel all purty inside. Man, I wonder where the wife is. She should have been back by now. She let me look how nice she is. Let me finish a whole model like that. Oh man. Whew. Well, now that I got that done, well, sorry, not done to a good standard. I got it, man. Hey, here's a challenge for everybody. If you're in the chat, if you're watching, if you watch this later, I am rebasing my entire Necron army. So all 11,000 points back here are getting freaking based. I want to do something spicy. I want to do something really good looking for the Necrons. So if you see anything, if you have any ideas, private message 40 Below Gaming on the page. I'd love to see what kind of ideas you come up with. We definitely have a lot to do, so it's going to be quite an advantageous task, but I think I can get it done. So yeah, if anybody has any ideas, if anybody see anything really cool, I am using GW bases, so I'm not going to go get resin bases. Let's be very clear. So what I'm looking for is different techniques to apply to these bases. So I don't know if I want to do any water effects. I'll say that right now. That's a lot of bases to do a lot of water effects with, but I definitely like to do something a little more creative. Than just using one of like the texture paints from GW. Not to say there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not what I want to do. So if anybody has any ideas, any suggestions, definitely PM or tag me in the War Council page and see what we can come up with. Also, terrain. I really want to do faction specific table. So we have Eldar, we have our Necrons, we've got some Tau, we have Orcs, and then we have some generic city fight kind of stuff. But I'd really like to do, a table for kind of each main faction. It'd be really cool, and then maybe delve into the more unique stuff like the Skitarii and the Harlequins and stuff like that. So again, if you have any suggestions, private message, love to hear from you guys. Post it up in the War Council page, whatever. But yeah, guys, I'm going to I might do a little more work here, but that's it for tonight. This is 40 Below Gaming. Fabio Ferrantino from Winnipeg signing out. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for chatting. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Definitely keeps tuning in. I love doing this. Love hanging out with you guys. This community is just growing and just becoming way more awesome than even I thought it would. So remember, break down those barriers. Come out and chat with everybody. Don't be a stranger. Evan, take it easy. Nice to meet you tonight. Hopefully I can put a face to the name soon. But that's it for me. So long, guys. Take it easy.